I'm Nicole Dobransky, and I was part of the 4-week gut protocol test group. And during the test group, I lost 8 pounds. I felt amazing energy. I'm a runner, and I improved my running time, half marathon time, by 3 minutes. I was sleeping better. I feel more fit than I've ever been. So I even got past my pre-pregnancy weight, which I haven't been at in like 7 years. So I wanted to come on and share with you life after gut protocol. So it has now been, I think, 6 or 7 weeks since I finished the program. And in that time, I have traveled for our coach reward trip to the Success Club trip. I also went to Napa for the weekend. And now I am guiding my customers through our gut protocol support group, and we are 10 days in. So I wanted to share with you a little bit about how I'm approaching this second round of gut protocol and my reasons for not following the plan 100% this time, and what that kind of looks like day to day. So first, I just want to say that after I finished gut protocol, I did follow the reintroduction, and I have a video on that as well if you need it, where I first decided to reintroduce dairy because I love creamer in my coffee, and then I went to gluten and then alcohol. I like wine, I like beer. So there are certain things, I didn't find that I had a sensitivity to dairy or gluten or necessarily alcohol in terms of GI, but what I did discover is I feel so amazing when I'm eating the way that I'm eating on gut protocol. So now as I'm reintroducing these foods and deciding like, how am I gonna make this truly a lifestyle? Because to me, my highest priorities I've discovered through this process is I really, really love coffee, and I really like it with my Natural Bliss creamer, which has cream, or it has milk, whole milk, and it has a little bit of real sugar. So I have decided that is something that I'm not giving up. I tried the Nut Pods, like paleo creamer, and I just couldn't even taste it. And I was like, you know what? Life is too short. So this is something that I'm going to be continuing to incorporate into my life that is not part of gut protocol. Another thing that I'll be continuing to incorporate in moderation is alcohol. But before I did gut protocol, over the holidays, and honestly since like all last year, I was drinking probably, depending on the week, 3, 4, and maybe even more during the holidays times a week. And it was becoming kind of this habit of like, oh, we're relaxing at the end of a long day, or the kids are very stressful. I have 3 young kids, so I need a drink. And so that is what has shifted for me, is not the habit of having alcohol more regularly is now like gone. So of course, there's still times where I'm on our date night with my husband or at a party that I'm enjoying alcohol, but I'm also realizing just how much it affects me. Like when we went to Punta Cana for our reward trip and we drank every day, and then I went to Napa, I didn't feel as good. And it's like kind of heartbreaking because you're like, man, like it's this balance, you guys. It's a balance between understanding that alcohol and my coffee with the creamer, those aren't my ideal peak performance and peak health food items, but I also know that I enjoy them in moderation. And so you have to find this balance where you can incorporate some of those things, and maybe you don't drink, or you don't drink coffee, and those things aren't your things, but whatever the things are, is just knowing I think you can continue with eating the way that we eat on gut protocol most of the time. So the things that I have reincorporated into our lifestyle and that are now part of our lifestyle since gut protocol is, I used to do a lot of bag salads that had sugary salad dressing. So now I make my own salads from scratch, and I'm making them a lot more filling too, because I'm putting those plant-based proteins in, like chickpeas, or I'm putting quinoa in them, and I'm making them more filling. We're also eating a little bit less meat and more plant-based sources. I'm just eating more veggies. So this time during gut protocol, day to day, I'm following the plan mostly. And so I'm still eating more veggies. I'm snacking more on carrots and bell peppers versus eating my kids' snacks. Although I have had my kids, it's a habit, right? Those things. But I'm also continuing to have my fermented foods. So I've discovered I love kimchi, and so I'm continuing to have kimchi. I'm also continuing to make our recipes that are gut health approved. So I'm making a lot of the same things, and I found during gut protocol that I really discovered that making meals simple just really worked well. So an example would be salmon, brown rice, and maybe this is the Trader Joe's like brown rice mix that's you can microwave. You always want to make sure that any kind of frozen packaged thing, you want to look at the ingredients and make sure it doesn't have additives. So that's another big thing, is I'm looking at ingredients a lot more. So we switched over to a marinara tomato sauce that is very healthy called Rouse, and it's more expensive, but I'm using it. Same goes with salad dressings. I'm making sure that they don't have a bunch of additives in them, but I am using pre-packaged salad dressings. They're just better quality. So I'm really just eating more quality food, more veggies, a little bit less meat, and a lot more veggies. And I'm doing less of any like processed snacking. But I am, for example, like on date nights, we might decide to make healthier choices that night and go to a restaurant that has healthier food, or I might choose to go to the Italian restaurant and indulge. Whereas when I was doing the program all in, I was not making those exceptions. I did the program straight. When we went on date night, we went for walks. We didn't have alcohol. We chose health food restaurants intentionally. And another thing I'm just really noticing is how much when I do make those exceptions, it really does affect the way that I feel. And it's encouraging me when I go to a party to even pile more veggies on and have less of the treats, because I know how it's gonna make me feel. And it's just, as you get older, it's this balance of, it's a unfortunate reality that just our bodies can't handle a lot of that stuff as much. And I think also once you know how good you can feel on the program, you want to be on it. So as I'm guiding everyone through the support group, I'm continuing to do all the things that I'm sharing, like I've said with you, and all of the women in our support group are having so much success. In week 1, it was a little bit tough to eliminate some of this stuff, but we were there together. We have support text groups that are optional. People are in small groups. We have our bod group. We're adding doing videos in there and supporting and sharing tips for eating out and all of these things. And people are just feeling amazing, losing 3, 6, 8 pounds in the first 1 to 2 weeks. And I mean, one of the coaches on our team, her husband's been doing it. Of course, he lost 8.5 pounds in the first week, which is crazy. And you guys, this is not just straight fat loss. This is inflammation. That's a sign that what he was eating before was not doing well for his body, and now what he's doing is better. So I just wanted to share with you kind of like life after 4-week gut protocol. And I also want to mention that I am a runner and I am training for a half marathon now, and I've really increased my mileage. So the first time I did 4-week gut protocol, I ran 4 days a week, and now I'm running 5 days a week. So also this time with gut protocol, I am not paying as much attention to portion sizes, and I'm really eating the foods on the list, but I'm eating more quantity of food to support that extra mileage, because I'm also doing the 4 strength training workouts. So not saying you have to do that in order to, maintain any kind of lifestyle, but I do want to note quickly that I've maintained my weight loss from the program. So after I went on that Success Club trip and Napa, my weight, when I weighed in on day 1 of our new round, I was up 4 pounds since when I finished 4-week gut protocol. But now 10 days later, after going back onto this routine and doing it, I'm back down to that weight. So I've lost 4 pounds, right? 4.5. It's actually been 4.5 pounds since I started originally. And again, that is not fat. That is partially just I was inflamed and bloated, probably from the traveling and all of that. But just wanted to share that with you, that that is how we make this a lifestyle. This program itself is really designed to help you identify the foods that are causing you sensitivities, the foods that don't make you feel so good. And then it's really up to you as an adult and to decide what are the things that I'm okay having back in, or maybe you choose I'm just gonna keep eating like this, and that's good. It's not even that far off from what it's not a big change. I know one of the women was I think I'm just gonna stop drinking coffee. That's not me. I'm not gonna give up coffee. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, please, you can comment on this post or you can email me at fitnessfataleblog@gmail.com. And if you wanna join our next support group, which starts on April 28th, I would love to have you, and have a great day.